Ladies and gentlemen, a huge welcome to our first edition of Property TV for 2012. And on today's edition, we're just going to cover a couple of brilliant articles that have come out in the last few weeks about the Redcliife property market, as well as have a chat to the General Manager of the latest draw card to the Redcliife area, Mon Komo. But before we go to that, here's Kevin Turner with the very latest in property news.
Thank you and hello once again. Well, there are some mixed messages coming from the property market right now, but overall I think we've started the year fairly well on a nice positive note. There are some good indicators. The aggressive discounting that's coming from the lenders, we're seeing a growth in first home buyer numbers, positive sentiment coming from the Reserve Bank, and we're seeing an increase in the number of investors getting into the market. Balancing that though, we are seeing reports that the number of distressed properties being put on the market in 2012 is likely to climb due to the continuing struggles facing some property owners who jumped into the market over the last couple of years because of government subsidies such as the Building and First Home Buyers Boost. Overall, distressed real estate soared by about 30% in Australia in 2011 over 2010. And more than half of the 775 distressed properties that were advertised came out of Queensland. I want to leave this though on a positive note. Here's some sound advice if you are looking at getting into the market. It is a good time to buy. Two conditions though: make sure you have a good deposit, at least 20%, and shop around for your finance. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.
Good morning and welcome to the show. I'm Kevin Turner. We're here to talk real estate.
Whether you're following the property market or just interested in what's going on, Australasia's #1 independent real estate advisor, Kevin Turner, has the answers. Every Saturday 8 to 9 on 4BC.
Thanks very much for that update, Kevin. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Redcliife area has certainly gone off with a bang in 2012, with two great articles published in the last few weeks. The first was in the Saturday Courier Mail that highlighted Redcliife as one of the top 10 growth hotspots in the medium to long term. It was in the midst of some other areas such as Mackay, Gladstone, and predominantly areas that are affected by the mining boom, but also included Albion in Brisbane and Woolloongabba. It said that the upcoming train link is going to provide a boost to many people and will provide an adequate link between our area on the Redcliife Peninsula and the Redcliife CBD. This was also followed up by an article in the Money magazine that also put us in the mix with those areas, including Toowoomba and the Surat Basin out in Western Queensland. So ladies and gentlemen, those sort of publicity certainly highlight our area as a growth hotspot. Earlier this week, we also caught up with the General Manager of Mon Komo, the latest attraction on the Redcliife Peninsula that has brought people from near and far to really enjoy the lifestyle that we have on offer here.
Well, as you know, we're talking to you from Mon Komo on Redcliife, and Andrew mentioned at the start of the show we'd be talking about Mon Komo. I'm pleased to introduce Adrian Parsons from the Total Property Group. Adrian, you've been involved with this project right from conception. Tell me how it came about.
Well, it came about, it's by the QCO Group based in Sydney. They came up to Queensland, went all along the coast and looking for a site to do something really special. And they've specialised in high-end developments in Sydney and the harbour and so forth. And they selected Redcliife, partly not just because of the view, but the proximity to Brisbane CBD. And in their mind, they looked at Redcliife as something similar to Manly in Sydney in the early stages before that boomed. So with its close proximity to the airport, the city, location, etc. So they selected the spot, and we got involved with them and their architects to design these two towers here.
Well, I know Andrew and his team at RealWay have got a great belief in the Redcliife market, and you just get the feeling with developments like Mon Komo that Redcliffe's really starting to come alive now.
Oh, it very much has, and what we're finding is there's a lot of people from other suburbs of Brisbane that are moving out here to the peninsula. And then people that come and see us, they're telling us they don't want to move to the Gold Coast, they don't want to go as far north as the Sunshine Coast, and Redcliffe's just the right spot.
Yeah, it's a beautiful spot, well worth having a look at. So contact Adrian and his team to find out a bit more about Mon Komo. Adrian, thank you very much.
Thanks, Kevin.
This brand new home set in one of the peninsula's best locations with easy access to everywhere. Once you enter the front gates, you're in your own oasis and kept private and secure with 6 feet fencing on all boundaries. The main bedroom is huge with ensuite, and the powder room complements the main bathroom. A lovely open plan dining, kitchen and living areas flow to the generous deck that's an ideal gathering place all year round.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, for any further information on that feature property or any other properties that we might have, or just for a real estate chat, please give us a call on 3883 9999 or visit our website redcliife.com.au, or feel free as always just to pop into the office on the corner of Victoria Avenue and Arthur Street at Woody Point. And until next month, all the best and bye for now.